Since you've been a world champion, the breaks between the fights have extended. Does that help you prepare for these big fights?
Obviously, we couldn't risk anything and prepare for big fights in a short space of time. So obviously, it's going to take long. So it's good for me to learn my craft, and it's good for me to prepare and more boxing and more boxing and more boxing.
Last fight against Diego Chaves, you rediscovered your KO power again. Has your training camp this time allowed you to maintain that devastating power?
Obviously, it's just a matter of timing, you know. Fights before Diego Cruz, I was rushing my fights, and you know. So now, when I fought Diego Chaves, I knew that he's an experienced boxer, so I have to take my time, and within time, then you try and break your opponent down. And then when you break your opponent down, then you discover you still have power, you know. So it's about timing, it's not about power. That's what I noticed the most, it's about timing. So if my timing is right, and as you're saying, it takes long now to prepare for fights, so it's good for me because I can rediscover everything about myself, and I can learn a lot about myself.
Your next fight is against Miguel Vazquez. Have you been doing your homework on him?
Obviously, you can't just go and fight a guy, you know. Obviously, I've been doing my homework. I've been watching his fights on YouTube. There's some few fights on YouTube. He's also a very experienced fighter like Diego Chaves. It will take time, you know, for me to break him down. But as I'm saying, it's all about timing. So yes, I've been doing my homework. I've been learning a lot, and I've been learning a lot about myself also. So, but at the same time, I don't worry much about my opponent. I let them worry about me. So yeah, I've been doing my homework.
He's stepping up to welterweight. Do you feel he'll be big enough to compete with your power?
As I said, or the last question they asked, it's not about power. Or a guy can outbox you 12 rounds if you're not smart enough. He can outbox you 12 rounds. He's an experienced boxer. He knows his way out of if he's in trouble. He knows his ways. You know, he's been fighting for a long time. Obviously, he's experienced. He knows how to maneuver his way to 12 rounds. So obviously, he's stepping up. So obviously, I have to make a statement. Obviously, but at the same time, I have to do it smart. I have to be smart. You know, it's not about power, as I'm saying. It's about timing.
Beating Miguel Vazquez surely means that you'll test yourself sometime on American soil. Is he the catalyst to the next step?
Yeah, obviously, he is one of the guys of caliber where if I beat him, I will say, okay, now it's time for me to step on a new ground. Obviously, my promoter and my team are planning to go to America. So obviously, when I beat this guy, it's a big step for me. I have to step up and go and hunt on another grounds beside Emperor's Palace.
Do you actually look at anyone and say, you know what, I want to fight that guy? Like, that's your target. That's the guy you want to fight. Do you look at anyone like that?
Obviously, people, they throw names out there, you know, but it's not about names. It's about titles. Obviously, as time goes on, as I win fights and fights and fights, obviously I have to fight those big names. There's no way out, you know. But I don't set my goals accordingly to a kind of person or different name or whatever is there. Obviously, when I get to top, I have to fight the big name that is there, you know. So obviously, I want to fight the best out there, the likes of Terence Crawford, the likes of Kid Thurman, all of them that's out there, you know. And as I'm saying, when I get there, when I'm rated number 1, double PA, double PC, I'll fight whoever is a champion. That's it.
Let's go outside of boxing for a second. Do you have any hobbies that aren't boxing related? What do you do? What do you do when you're outside?
When I'm outside, I love music. I won't lie. I love music. If I was not a boxer, I was going to do music because I love music so much. And business, I love business so much. I was doing MBM, Marketing and Business Management in Tamil. I was doing a degree. So I'm into business. At the same time, I'm into music big time.
What's your prediction for this fight?
Obviously a win. Obviously, that's obviously a win. But as I said before, it will take time, and within good timing, as I said, it's gonna take round and round and round and round until I figure this guy out. But definitely we're not going rounds. As I said in the last fight, I'm gonna take my time. When I take my time, each round is gonna get worse and worse and worse. And when we get into 5, 6, 7, then I'm very explosive. Then I hit hard. Then it's gonna become over. It's gonna become over. Miguel Vazquez, be ready for an explosive fight. Obviously, you're an experienced fighter, but you're coming to a very hard opponent, which is you're coming to Africa. Here, it's eat or get eaten. So definitely you get eaten. This is a jungle, my brother. Yeah, you have to be a king to survive. So the king here is me. So you're coming to a king's ground. Be ready for a very explosive fight.